on. There we go. All right. So today is a crazy day for me. I'm gonna tell you why. Um, so I was driving last night and my car ended up just dying on the road. So I get off of work, I leave work, I'm like at the highway. And as soon as I hit the highway, my battery light came on. I asked ChatGPT what that means, and it said something about the alternator. Um, the alternator is the one that sends the current to the battery to keep the battery going. But it also has I think, a belt to make sure itself is live, meaning it has power. So basically, it goes like this. I may be wrong. So the battery, the car turns on, the alternator turns on through the battery. The alternator then takes charge of the battery, right? Because the battery can only stay on for so long. Once the alternator takes charge of the battery, it's sending current to the battery at the same time, keeping the battery on, making sure the battery is charged, and then the alternator is getting also charged to continue turning on. So it's a cycle. Now what that does is it makes sure all the circuits in the car is active and is going, right? Now, there's also something called a serpentine belt, and that also that connects all the connection together as far as like the car running and all that, and the um what's that thing called, alternator is on, and also which connects to the battery staying in charge and all that stuff. So as I'm driving, right, this was like around, I think it was like 12. Yeah, it was like something like 12 midnight or something like that. And no, 12:30 or something like that. So as I'm driving, the battery comes on, battery light, and then guess what else comes on? The light for the car wheels come on, right? After that, so now my car wheels are locked. Now I can still move it, but it's like I have to like put a lot of energy into moving it. So then, okay, cool. Finally, I had to deal with the fact that the lights started dimming because now the battery was deciding that, hey, I've given you enough charge. I can only get you this far, and it completely died. Right? So now my car lights are off. And when you start your car, there's all those lights that come on, right? So all those lights were on, right? I had the check engine light on, I had the battery light on, I had the uh tire pressure on, I had all that stuff on, right? Hold on one second. I'm watching Anton Daniels, so skip. Hold on, I gotta put in my vote for Anton. All right, come on. Yeah. All right, I chose Trump. But okay, cool. So now I'm in the car, the battery is dead, the tire is gone. I mean, we call it the wheels stop working, everything stops working in the car. Luckily, as this started happening, I noticed the battery light was coming on. I said to myself, okay, cool. I checked it through ChatGPT, and it explained to me, hey, you may want to pull to the side where you have the emergency stop lane while you're driving to come to a slow stop in case anything happens to the car. So I went to emergency side to drive. Um, no, I went to the lane before the emergency sign in case there's an issue. I can just pivot over, and let the car roll into like a stop on the emergency. So now I'm driving, and everything seems to be going great until the car decides that all the lights are off and it's rolling to a stop and it's not going to start. Luckily, I have a stick shift. I put in neutral, let the car roll into the emergency stop, and I completely like stopped and put on my hazard light, and I was already in the emergency lane done. So now I'm sitting there like, oh man, not this again. Because it's not the first time this happened. My car's been going through some issues. Um, I changed the we call it what's that thing called? So I have a stick shift. The thing for the stick shift, the whole process, right? The whole system. I had to change it over. That's a $2,000, two and a half, no, 2,500 some change, I believe, maybe three, give or take. I had to change. Luckily, when I got pulled over, um, I had AAA. I mean, when I pulled myself over, I had AAA. I called AAA. They got to me as fast as they could. It was like almost like an hour and some change. But hey, I had nowhere to go. So here is like 1 o'clock. I'm waiting. I finally get to AAA. Um, it's like 1:30 because it was like 12:30 or something like that. And yeah, so then my car was completely gone at that time. AAA told me like they were gonna get somebody over. An hour and a half later, they show up. Um, the guy was like literally across town, so he was explaining to me he was picking up a vehicle, and then he was able to make it my way. So good thing he did that because I was able to like uh, get to my house um, via the tow truck. It was a flatbed, so they towed my car, um, pulled the car, put it on the flatbed. Then after they put it on the flatbed, he asked me if I had the money. So I had to pay for this thing, man. Like I know I have AAA, but I didn't take AAA the best. Um, so there's different tiers. There's the basic, right? Just the $50 a month. You get told anywhere for free. That's within 3 miles, right? Anything after 3 miles, they charge you $5 per mile, right? So I had to pay a total of 130 something dollars because I think it was like 36 miles. Um, yeah, from my house because I live in the Worcester area, right? And I was in Concord, so that's about half half an hour away from my house and about 36 miles from my house. So yeah, so I had to pay that night, man. I was so bummed because here I am trying to save money so I can make sure like all my utilities and stuff is taken care of, and then that happened. So now I live far. I live about an hour and some change away from work. So today it's gonna be a quick live because after I'm done, I gotta go to the mechanic so he can give me more detail because he said he was gonna put the car in the flat bed so he can see what's going on with the car. I mean, the riser so he can see what's going on with the car, and so I can make sure everything's all set. Um, so hopefully it's just the alternator. Hold on 1 second. Let me check see if anybody's in the chat. All right, cool. So hopefully it's just the alternator, but yeah, so or the serpentine bed, whatever. Or do I need to get a new battery? That's another thing I'm gonna need to know. Because if I need another battery, I'm gonna have to pay for the battery. But I just hope it's not much of an issue. But either way, like I don't know, man. Like it's been hard. It's been hard. But yeah, so because of that, I'm gonna have to end the live quick, and I got to the live a little bit later because I had to make sure the car is all set and the mechanic knows what's going on. So I had to tell him my detail and everything. So he's all set with that. So he's probably setting it up right now. Um, so after that, but that's gonna make me late for my job. So I had to opt out and just be out. So once I get the car though, I'll be a little bit more active. But that means I'm low, which means I may have to give my days off so I can make up for the difference that of all the money that's being spent for this car today. Um, I do have jobs. I do want to advertise, but in advertising, it's not certain. So, and at the same time, I have to compete with working and my my biz. But it is what it is. The goal that I have ultimately is just to finish this job, get it done, and then continue on. So today, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna check on my laptop to see if I can actually print the logo, and I should be able to. I'm gonna try and see if it will allow me. If it does, then I'll just keep printing them, and I don't have to worry about screen printing, because I'm about to get another 250 um, totes I have to do, and that's gonna take a lot of time. So yeah, but yeah, so that's what's happening. I'm gonna do a lot of those things offline because I gotta hurry up and finish this because I have to go to pick up the car, see how it is. If he gives me the car today, it's good. If he doesn't, I have to wait till the next day. Um, but I don't think I'm gonna get the car today. Um, yeah. Anyways, regardless what happened, uh, I'm not gonna. It's not gonna be enough time. So, and I gotta finish this. Man, I got a whole lot of things going, man. But yeah. So I'm just waiting to see what happened. He's got a whole lot of stuff he's gotta do. So I hope my stuff is set and ready because that would really help me out. So I can be ready for at least Monday, um, based on what the schedule says. Yeah, man, because this is crazy. Like I never expect this thing to happen. Like my day was supposed to be good today. I'm supposed to get to all right. So yeah, so that's what's going on. Car troubles, and which means it's gonna be hard for me to get this there. Um, Now the wife, her car is used to pick up the kids, and she has other appointments she has to go to, so I'm not able to utilize that one. So, and everything I do is far from me, so it is what it is. All right. All right, so let me hit you later. Like I said, I gotta focus on finishing this, then go to the car, see what's happening, and get things going. I'm gonna hit you up later. All right, like, subscribe. So my thing is, like I said, I was gonna do daily lives. I'm doing it. I'm pushing it forward. Um, I gotta try to see if I can make this a little faster so I can get to the car. So in case there's the problem is not that big, I can handle it. But also, I gotta think about money because we're low. But I'll see what happened. Let me go finish this, go to the car, see if everything's okay, and then see how I'm gonna pivot. But yeah, the car right now is out of service, and that's stopping me from being able to get to where I need to. And also, um, that means I got. Anyways, I gotta go. Like, subscribe. Be back, pal.